Hey everyone. I I do videos. I do them. Some of them are serious and maybe something that's happening in my life or something that's happening in the world. But every now and then you got to throw in some funny shit too. But you got to break up the monotony of this world today. So this one here, I call this deer hunting with a rope. Now this kind of got reminded. This is something happened 25, 30 years ago, maybe. But I was on this live stream the other day, and at times the guy that was running it, we'll call him BG. At times when he's running or he's doing his live streams, he's on his own subject. He's talking about what he wants to talk about, whatever it might be, and sometimes it's serious, sometimes it's just whatever. It could be anything, birds in the sky. But sometimes when he's talking, and there's other conversations going on in his chat. There's usually at least 100 people in his on his live chat or more. So a lot of these conversations are people throwing in just questions because every now and then BG will start reading the comments, and if it's a question for him, he'll answer it, or it might give him an idea to go off in another direction or something. So people throw these just questions on there on his live chat. Like, what's your favorite shoes, or what's your favorite wood you like to burn when you're smoking meat or something? Just all kinds of questions. So there was a bunch of these questions going on. So I just threw out, has anybody ever went deer hunting with a rope? A few people kind of commented on it, and then all of a sudden he noticed it, and he was reading comments again. And so he read the comment, has anybody ever been deer hunting with a rope? And he said, he kind of says that he hadn't, and he said, but you can be in my zombie apocalypse group when everything goes bad. You can be in my group with me if you can hunt deer with a rope. So on there, I really couldn't explain it, so I'm going to do that here. He'll watch. He watches my stuff. He watches my Watachi channel, and so he'll get the he'll get it when he watches this. But now there's a lot of things that's got to take place for you to be able to hunt deer with a rope, and I ain't talking about folks walking out with a damn lasso like a cowboy uses and, and catching a damn deer like that. I ain't talking about that shit. Chances of you'd starve to death if that's what you're doing to try to catch deer. It's and I'm going to tell you who taught me how to do it. He lived down in around Norris Lake, down in Tennessee. Now Norris Lake has over 900 miles of shoreline on it. It's a big lake. It runs up into Kentucky, across Tennessee. I think it's just Kentucky and Tennessee, but it might even run into another state. It's a big ass long lake, and there's many branches off of this lake going back into these hollers and stuff. And back in these hollers, there's a lot of deer. Well, this guy figured out there was a herd of freaking deer that was coming up there to the water. And on the other side of his, he had it's a pretty wide spot back in his holler. This little, uh, just a holler back in there, and it was pretty wide and deep in the middle there. And this big herd of deer would come up on the one side of that lake, on the other side, not the side he lived on, and they would drink the water out of the lake there. Every morning they would do that. So he started thinking about it. Right down on the same side of on his side of the lake, he started setting up salt licks, dumping corn out there on the ground, putting peanut butter out there, hanging peanut butter from the trees and stuff. Well, those deer, when they come up there in the morning, they could smell that damn food and shit over there. First few times, a few of them would cross the lake right there and go over to that food and eat. Not all of them would, but a few of them did. And then more and more and more and more, he just kept putting more shit out there. Finally, the whole daggone herd crosses that river or that part of the lake right there every morning and goes over there and feeds on the corn and the salt licks and all the peanut butter and everything he puts out there for them. They basically are trained to do this now. This man, when it's time for him to fill his freezer, he's got his John boat laying out there. Got a little electric motor he keeps plugged in. And he takes it out there and hooks it up, shit. Puts it on his John boat when he's going deer hunting. He gets in his John boat. That little electric motor, he's got paddles too in case the motor stops working. But then deer start crossing the lake. He gets in his John boat, drives right out to the deer crossing the lake, and he just drops the rope around one of their necks. Now, sometimes if it's a good, strong swimming deer, he gets pulled around a little bit before he can pretty much drown the deer. He gets the deer drowned, paddles straight back to his damn house, his bank. His wife would meet him down right at the bank. They'd get that deer up out of the water, gut him, clean him, skin him, every damn thing. And they used all the pieces of it. They didn't eat the hooves, I don't believe, but they ate the most of that thing and used the skins even. And you go over there, they'd have them stretched out. Them deer skins stretched out. So, that's how you do it, folks. That's how you hunt deer, with a rope. This guy, now, I also got to tell you, these are hillbillies, folks. He would hang treble hooks. Had 3 hooks on it. He would hang them about 4 feet off the ground. You're not going to like this one, folks, so shut it off now. He would pack peanut butter. He'd sharpen them hooks. They were razor sharp, buddy. And he'd pack peanut butter around them hooks. Pack it. Well, them baby deer, they liked that peanut butter. But it was just high enough they couldn't stand up on their back legs and get it. They had to jump up. And they would jump up. And that hook would go right through their mouths. He called those what did he call them? Chicken nuggets. That's what he called them. The baby deer that he caught with them hooks. People, if you got to eat, you got to eat. It's not legal. It's not legal to do this shit by no means, and don't think I am telling you it is. But if you're a lazy hillbilly, and you got to eat, you got to eat. You guys have a good day out there, and there's a lot of people like that in this world. Make no mistake. They know how to eat. God loves you. So do I. Have a good day.